Why Rome never died. The secret of history's most resilient empire. This is why Rome never died. Now, most people know about Rome's incredible rise, but what really made them unstoppable was their refusal to die. In this video, we will look at 3 moments where Rome could have easily given up, but they didn't. And that's what made them the most resilient empire in history. Starting with the Gauls sacking Rome in 387 BCE. He cut down 20% of Rome's total population in a single day. But again, it was the birthplace of Rome's greatest comeback. With every man who died at Cannae, 2 new Romans were born the following year. The real reason Rome became the most resilient empire in history is because they refused to let their guard down. What's the one thing you'd never quit on, even in the face of defeat? They knew that as long as they held on, as long as they kept fighting, there was always hope for victory. So keep your head up, brothers. No matter how tough things get, never give up. So determined were they to avenge the disaster. And within 30 years, Rome destroyed Carthage, one of the greatest comebacks in all of history. This was the first time Rome ever faced a real threat. The Gauls burned their buildings, destroyed their farms, and even laughed as they herded Romans into their last-ditch defensive position, the Capitol Hill. But even after all this, Rome refused to surrender. And when the Gauls finally left, the Romans immediately began rebuilding their city. It was their language. Their defeats were turned into revenge. Their humiliation became determination, and their sorrow became strength. They took every loss and used it to fuel their rise to greatness. And that's the real secret to Rome's success. They were determined to not just survive, but to thrive. And it was this mindset that got them through some of their darkest moments, like the Battle of the Caudine. Forks in 321 BCE here, Rome's second army was trapped by a much larger force. They were forced to crawl under the yoke of their enemy, Night King. It was a humiliating defeat. But the way Rome responded to this humiliation was what made them great. They paid back the insult threefold when they came back with an even bigger army the next year and crushed the Samnites who had dared to humiliate them. But no defeat was greater than their loss at Cannae. In 216 BC, the greatest general in history annihilated the Roman army. So how did Rome do it? But here's what nobody tells you about Rome. Like this, if you respect the grind, subscribe for more epic comebacks.